Okay, guys, we are live.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. It is Leilani in the Crypto Training Academy. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Last week, we attempted to do our first Facebook Live in the group. We wanted to have all three of us here, so we had a little bit of technical difficulties getting that happening. Getting that going. So let us know if you can see us all here now. We want to give you guys time to jump on, time to let us know that you can see us, you can hear us. Can you hear me? Let me know. Put a thumbs up, a like, a heart, something. Ian, Massimo, can either one of you guys see the group where you're looking from and see if everything's showing up okay, if anyone's responding? I want to go ahead and let them all know what we're up to as soon as we know they're there.
So we're definitely live, I know that. We're still waiting on a few people to show up, I think, so we may want to give it another second.
Okay, So yes, we are the Crypto Training Academy. My name's Leilani. We have Massimo Guardia. Guys, and along with what we've been doing already, and in addition to some very exciting stuff in the works. Ian, are you able to, is your name showing up on the screen? I see Massimo's. I don't know if I'm seeing the screen the way that I should be, but
yeah, it should be up.
Okay, great.
Ian, are you able to...
All right, making sure we had sound. We're good.
I guess we have sound there. Okay. All right. Did we give some time for a few people to jump on with us?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good, yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll let's get it rolling. I think people will jump on and they'll be able to watch it, afterwards as well. So.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ian. So, again, my name is Leilani. Really happy to have you all here today. What this Facebook Live is going to be about is just sharing with you guys exactly what we intend to bring to the table for you guys with the Crypto Training Academy. We, at the end of the video, are going to share some quick nuggets on what's been going on today in the cryptocurrency world. But before we do that, we want to focus on really giving you guys a great intro
to what's been going on today.
And listening to my own voice is always fun. So my name's Leilani. What I am, and my role in the group is I do a lot of integration, implementation. I'm really just here to make sure that the community growth is taken care of, community needs are taken care of, that you guys are all having success. Everyone's having success. All the information is getting out to you and out to as many people as possible, and that we're always looking at ways to benefit you guys, really, to really benefit the masses. There is what we feel a true revolution taking place, and it's important for us to get this information out there to as many hands as possible. So who we have here with you guys today that I'm really excited to introduce you guys to are two people that I truly value. They have so much information that is huge, that is helping so many people have success in this avenue, learn more, get a greater understanding, just really skipping a lot of steps, right? Because where do you begin when you're looking at this? And that's the main thing. A lot of people are interested, but they think they can't start because they think they've missed their chance. And these guys know that that's not the case. So I'm first going to introduce you to Ian Davies, and he's going to share a little bit about his background and what he brings to the group. So welcome, Ian.
Thank you, Leilani. I appreciate it. Hey, everyone. Glad you're tuning in. And, if you're tuning into us, you're definitely in the right space. You're interested in the right thing at the right time. I'll give you a quick background. I am a fellow entrepreneur like Massimo and Leilani, and also an investor. I started out investing in real estate, and then delved into day trading from there and started dabbling in building an investment portfolio. And so I kind of bring the more technical day trading skills and analysis to the Crypto Trading Academy, and we'll be sharing with all of you and any new members that come in later about how to be able to quickly and rationally look at a chart or a cryptocurrency and determine if this is a good thing to invest in, how to build a portfolio, and just set yourself up for success rather than failure, because 90% of people who come in to this arena lose all their money within 90 days, and I don't want that to happen to anybody out there. So really, really keen on just sharing a lot of the technical aspects that people don't always think about, but really, really exponentially grow your success rate.
Ian, just a quick question for you. What do you find that you spend the bulk of your day doing in order to get the information out to everybody?
Okay, that's a good question. Really the bulk of my day is probably spent looking at charts, looking at the forums and live Twitter feeds from a lot of the developers that are in the cryptocurrency world. Those are the guys that they're going to have the newest updates as to what's going on. That's kind of like the insider information. If you have it, they're going to be a good resource for just up-to-date info on what's happening in the crypto markets. But in terms of what I like to share with people is really just give them insight on things that they don't quite grasp yet. And so I try and break down what's happening technically on the charts, and those charts are going to come from basically cryptocurrency exchanges like GDAX, Bittrex, Poloniex, places like that actually offer that service for free. And I can analyze it and share kind of my perspective on where I think things are and where things are going in the near future.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What do you think is the most exciting thing for you, the most valuable thing for you that you see members of the group getting from this group?
From the group in general, I think that they're just going to get a very, very even-keeled and broad perspective on all of the markets. I mean, everybody in the Crypto Training Academy has a very specific skill set, and I think when you're able to tap into a group of people rather than just one person, you really get a very good level-headed perspective on, okay, what can I do, what actions can I take for myself, right. Not just listening to one person, but listening to a number of people with a difference in opinions, and really taking that and making it your own. And that's something that will help you do, is develop your own plan for investing and trading, because everybody's different. Everybody has different levels of risk that they adhere to, different amounts of money that they're willing to invest, different belief systems that might lead them to invest in one cryptocurrency versus another. So we help you develop those skills and find out, okay, what kind of trader am I and what can I become?
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I just realized I forgot to share a little bit about myself in the introduction, but my background is in entrepreneurship and as an entrepreneur, as I know and I found that successful entrepreneurs surround themselves with not just where they're coming from, but many like-minded people, right? So like what you're speaking to right now is huge, because they're all linking up with this group of like-minded individuals who are all extremely passionate about it, especially this core that we have right now starting it off, right? We sought out everybody who had a little bit of knowledge already, and they're adding to this group. So I just absolutely love it. That's a great point, that we're going to get multiple perspectives in this group, and it's going to be backed by the two of you guys who have such valuable information from all the research you've been doing. So thank you so much. This is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And so the next person I would like to introduce you to is the wonderful and amazing Massimo Della Guardia, who spends hours in front of the computer researching, and yes, you do. And I'm excited about that, because it is it's really important because you guys all may not have the time to do the type of research that these guys do, right? Maybe you have jobs, maybe you have kids, or you travel a lot, or whatever is going on in your lives, right? But this man right here is very dedicated to taking the time to find the correct and valuable information for you guys, so you guys can have your time to do other things and tie into that. So really excited to have him share with you guys what he's all about and what he brings to the table. So welcome.
Hey, everyone. For those who don't know me, I'm Massimo della Guardia. I specialize in pretty much the fundamental research in ICOs and cryptocurrencies, as Leilani just said. And I enjoy doing it a lot, but for me, it's more than that. It's actually being alive at such an exciting moment, For the first time in my life, the technology comes along to where it gives the human being the power back, right? So eventually, with this technology, we can pretty much be independent of banks, to where it's just peer-to-peer. I can send $1 million of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency to Leilani, and no one would ever see it, right? So this technology is exciting, and I'm really into ICOs. And what ICOs are, everyone, it stands for initial coin offerings. Did I talk enough about myself?
Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I'm a serial entrepreneur. That's all you need to know. So what ICOs are, guys, is pretty much our initial coin offering. So the way a cryptocurrency becomes an actual cryptocurrency is by first a group, this is outside of Bitcoin and stuff, but for the most part, someone has an idea and they get together with other groups of people and they formulate this idea and they write out a white paper, meaning their roadmap for that idea. And then they reach out to the public, and what ICO stands for is initial coin offering. So they reach out to the public and say, hey, if you invest in our idea here, for literally it can be as low as 1 cent a coin, then as the company grows and as enough people use this, depending on the end users, this coin will grow in value. So what regulates all that? The blockchain. Human beings don't regulate it, accountants don't, but the blockchain does. And what the blockchain is, just in simple words, is a trust machine. It knows once I actually invest into this ICO or into this company's idea, and as that company expands, the blockchain regulates how much everyone gets and the value of the currency and everything, and we all have complete access and control of our own cryptocurrency wallets, right? So I want to educate people about this because this is kind of like when the gold rush took place in 1856. There was never a wealth transfer to the public like there was since the gold rush. Well, this is like the future gold rush, guys, and this is something that you don't want to miss out on. And, I'm bold enough to say, like, whatever business venture that you have going or whatever you're currently involved in, it's a good idea to put it on the back burner right now, or at least right now, to learn what's going on here. Okay.
That's awesome. Let me ask you a question, because it sounds like you're obviously very passionate about this and very, convicted about it. What do you think what are some of the signs, the telltale signs for you that showed you that this was a major priority for you and it should be for everyone else?
Well, about 11 months ago, I started buying Bitcoin when they were about $1,500 to $1,700, and I have a particular wallet that I put 5 Bitcoins in, and I paid $8,200 altogether for those 5 Bitcoins. And I watched those 5 Bitcoins in 10 months go to $95,000. So I spent $8,200 on Bitcoin, put it in my wallet, and then in 10 months I watched it magically almost reach $100,000 when Bitcoin peaked. Now at that point I could have cashed it out and got $100,000 worth of USD. But I'm in it for the long term, right? Because I believe that Bitcoin is going to eventually go to 50,000, then 100,000, even as early as 2018. If it went from $900 to 20,000 in 1 year, it can go to 100,000 in this coming year. That's 1,000%. So it went 1,000% from the beginning of 2016 to the end of 2017. And if it goes another 1,000%, you pretty much got 100 grand right there. So
Right.
right. So what that tells me, and the fact that, once I started looking into the technology and realized that the reason why banks and governments are terrified of this technology is because it eliminates them. Eventually, it looks as though with all these organizations coming out, with all these ideas and ICOs and for example, like Substratum's whole idea, they're trading for about $1.20 right now, I believe. They were about $2.70 for this drop. But their whole idea is to decentralize the web. So for people in China whose governments don't allow them to watch everything on the web, well, they can use Substratum's technology to go on any browser and be on a decentralized web.
That's incredible.
Right. So
That's
all these
incredible.
organizations, or these people with all these innovative ideas are coming out. There's a Power Ledger in Australia. It started in Australia, where they completely eliminated the electrical company. So they help, the individual harvest energy, and then that energy can be sold with the Power Ledger coin to
Right.
right? Without electrical
Yeah,
company. Go ahead.
basically all of this technology is eliminating the middleman and creating new opportunities for us to go directly to the source of pretty much everything, which is amazing. And I want to add in right here a little disclaimer for everyone watching. None of us are financial advisors. Yes, we feel the way we feel pretty passionately, but just to let you guys know, this is a disclaimer. We're not financial advisors, not telling anybody what to do with their money. We're giving educational information that we feel we'd like to share with everybody. And so, Massimo, share with us a little bit more about, what your role is for the group and what you're going to bring to the group in the Educational Crypto Training Academy.
Well, I'm going to give you guys simple ways to identify coins that are going to do 100x or 1,000x that year in 2018. For example, there's a cryptocurrency called NEO. If you look at the NEO's historical charts and you go back 1 year to the day, it will be about 10 to 12 cents. So NEO is about 10 to 12 cents. So if you bought NEO, if you spent $10,000 on NEO when it was 10 cents or so, you would have had today, well, when it peaked to $140 just the other day, it probably,
Right.
you would have had about $14 million. So that $10,000 would have yielded you $14 million in 1 year had you known how to identify a cryptocurrency like NEO. And
I'd say that's a lot more valuable than a 401k, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Or a savings account.
Right. So,
Fantastic.
what's going on here, guys, is unprecedented. It's never
absolutely.
in history before, right? This kind of wealth generation that an individual can have at this moment is unheard of, and I don't think it's going to come again, for at least not for 100 years, right?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. So that is fantastic. So you guys both have an amazing amount of knowledge to bring to this group. I'm really excited for the people that are just plugging into this free information. Obviously we have to say disclaimers, but it truly is valuable information. So that's just, what we do in the business world. We always add that. And then also for any of you guys that may be commenting or asking questions that are not visible to any of us right now, because we're getting a handle on this new platform that we're using so we can all three come to you at the same time. We are going to go back into the comments after we're off the video throughout the day and respond to some of the things you've been saying. So if you have been responding here and there and we haven't seen it and commented, know that we will get to you, and we're really excited about it. And lastly, I'd like to hear a little bit from Ian, because Ian made a video today, and I'll share it with you after he's done speaking about where you can find it. But I know a lot of us have been, we woke up a little frightened this morning, maybe. I know I did. I went to Massimo and what's going on? Everything's dipping, And for those of you that don't know what dipping is, then you probably weren't frightened this morning and are just getting started. But I'm going to have Ian tell you a little bit about that, and then I'll share with you where to get his more in-depth video on that. So go ahead and share that with us, Ian, if you don't mind.
Yeah, thanks, Leilani. Yeah, I mean, we all had that feeling this morning, and we all know if you've been in Bitcoin for more than a month, you know it's kind of a roller coaster ride. So it's nice to stay in touch with the developers and the people that are really, really deep in this industry and know what's going on and understand what's happening in the background. It's important to understand, to have somebody that you can follow that will give you that information. You need a little peace of mind when stuff like this happens. But basically, just a quick rundown on what's been happening with Bitcoin. Not too long ago, we hit an all-time high around $19,800, $19,900. And this was at the peak of when everybody was coming into Bitcoin. And right after Chicago Mercantile Exchange and CBOE announced that you can buy Bitcoin futures. So that means you can short or you can go long Bitcoin depending on where you think the price will go. Well, that's good in one way because billions of dollars are coming into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But in another way, you got to understand this is a deregulated market. And people have agendas that they want to push, and banks are very, very much wanting to buy into Bitcoin. You know, for a long time, Chase Bank, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, was very much against Bitcoin. He went as far as to call it a fraud, and now we know that he's clearly invested in Bitcoin. And so what's happening is you've got banks out there spreading fear and bad information so that they can push their own agenda, which is to buy more Bitcoin at a lower price. And it's very easy when you've got a high amount of inexperienced people buying Bitcoin. You just need a little bit of fear out there in the world, yeah. And they panic and they start to sell because they don't want to lose money. And the seasoned investors in the cryptocurrency know that now. They've built up more of a resistance, and this will happen for all of you out there. But the best thing that you can do is listen to someone who thinks rationally. You're not too much a pessimist or too much an optimist. You want to be somewhere in the middle and be realistic about what's happening. So in short, the price has dropped. We're probably somewhere around 10,000. Am I right, Massimo?
10.5 right now.
Yeah, 10.5. So I'm going to share a video, or Leilani will tell you where to find my video a little bit further into this live, but it's going to walk you through where I think we could potentially go. And right now we're at a very, very critical moment, a very, very critical level. Just think psychologically what that level $10,000 means to people. And so right now you've got a lot of people who want the price to go down fighting a lot of people who want the price to stay above that 10,000. And if it breaks either way significantly, we could see a drop or a raise in price, just depending on who wins that battle. But that being said, I don't want any of you to be fearful that do have Bitcoin, because if the price does fall, this is a natural natural seasonal drop. We are in the winter and typically stop.
National emergency.
It's a natural seasonal drop is what I meant to say. And so this has been expected, and it's not anything to worry about. What happens is when the price drops, it builds this support, and it doesn't allow Bitcoin to drop below that level after a longer period of time. So this is actually very healthy. I would encourage you all to continue to HODL, HODL. Some say HODL means hold on for dear life.
You what, Massimo?
I said I lost $100,000 today. Do I look worried?
No. Yeah. So
I mean, literally.
But you know, the same volatility that makes us feel really bad some days makes us feel invincible on other days. So what Crypto Training Academy is really going to do is enable you to be somewhere in the middle. You're going to be more level-headed, able to weather the storm, but not get too crazy excited when you're having a great day, and be rational with your investments and make the right decisions. So I'll kind of leave it at that, and if you want to know more of the technical side, you can watch the video a little bit later this evening.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Ian. Ian had a chat with Ian and I had a chat a little earlier today, and he shared a little nugget / example about Ripple, and I know he's going to share that on the video that he made. So I would encourage you guys to watch it, especially before you go and purchase any more coins today. You should watch his video. It's going to give you a great perspective, a logical way of approaching what you buy and if you buy and when you buy for what's going on today in the market. So you're going to find his video posted a little bit later on Bitcoin Breakthrough. He's going to go and do a little editing, so give it a few hours. So what you're going to want to go and do immediately after watching this video is it is Bitcoin Breakthrough on Facebook, right? It's at...
Correct.
Okay, so the @ symbol, his handle is at Bitcoin Breakthrough, and that's on Facebook, and that's where he's going to drop the video. So what you're going to want to do after watching this video, because this is very important information he's giving you guys for free. So go and like his page, and then to make sure you don't miss the video, you're going to click the See First button. So you make sure that it pops up in your feed when he posts that video. So you can't just like the page after you like it. Go under the follow portion and hit See First, and then you'll get notified in your timeline when that posts, and you can go ahead and watch that video. I'm so excited to watch myself. It's going to be amazing. I was lucky enough to get the inside scoop without watching the video, but I'm still going to watch it in case anything was left out. So lastly, before we end this intro, and thank you guys so much for all you guys do, everything you guys are bringing to everyone, we really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, this is information that people, have to pay a lot for that you guys are giving freely. So I really just have to thank you on behalf of myself and everyone else. But lastly, we are going to be bringing everyone a Facebook Live twice a week on different valuable topics. The next one is just in 2 days. It's this Thursday at 2 p.m. If you can share, either one of you guys, about what, I think it was the topic, well, I'll let you guys share. What's the topic for this Thursday that you're going to be teaching?
Go ahead, Massimo, you got that.
Well, you have the list of our ideas.
Oh yeah, I do. No, the next video will be about exchange accounts and kind of navigating your way through the different exchanges. Probably we'll give our recommendations on what exchanges we think you should go ahead and apply for, and just the past, present, and future of how they've worked, and kind of how to handle your investments on the different exchanges.
Fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see it, because when I was learning exchanges, it took me a whole day sometimes to get my first exchange, and my next, I was like ready to pull my hair out. So that
it can be intimidating. You
guys are not going to want to miss, trust me. Just skip what I went through for sure. And watch that Facebook Live on Thursday, guys. Even if you already have an exchange or two set up, you may learn a couple things on how to make it easier. So I would definitely recommend you watch it. Okay, so that is it for us today. Thank you guys all for joining us. We're so excited. One last thing, actually. Invite people to join this group. Share this video.
Yes, please.
Invite people. Share in the group. Just really let the word out, because I have never found anything like this that we're bringing to you guys within this cryptocurrency arena. So, there's a lot of people that that can benefit from this, where we're just giving free information. So invite your friends and family and people you care about to join this group and get to know more about this, okay? So thank you all. We had a great time. Hope you guys did too. Hope you got a lot of valuable information. And welcome to the group.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.